Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today we have got lots of updates. We've got a COVID health protocol update on the Princess website, and we also have some updates from the Ruby Princess and the Emerald Princess from our Let's Go family members. So first of all, I would like to welcome our Let's Go family members here. Thank you so very much for coming. It's really nice to have you with us. I would like to also welcome all of you who are new. We are glad that you found us and decided to come along. If there is anyone here who is not subscribed, we would love it if you would consider subscribing to our channel. We give lots of cruise information here, and I think you will find it really valuable so that you can stay up to date with what all the requirements are if you're thinking about cruising or if you have a cruise booked. And this is also a fun place to be if you just like to think about cruising and associate with people who enjoy it a lot too. So first of all, today I want to talk to you about the update that Princess has done in their COVID health protocols that are clearly in response to the new cruise ship program that the CDC has just released. If you missed my video from Thursday, today is Saturday, February 12th. 2 days ago, I did a video letting you all know what the CDC is asking in that new program. Now, I had several comments from you and emails, and you all are so kind, so thank you for your input. And lots of you pointed out that it would be a really hard way forward for any cruise lines that decide that they are not going to work with the CDC. And I agree entirely. I do not. I'm one of those people that I don't think that the CDC should have the control they do of the cruise industry, but I also appreciate the position that the cruise lines are in with this, that hopefully things will get better down the road. I don't know why the CDC gets away with doing what they do to the cruise industry. It's the only industry in the world that's regulated like this, but that's neither here nor there because this is just where we are and we have to deal with how things are. And so my approach is to figure out a way forward so that I can continue to do the things I love. So first of all, let's start with boosters. Princess is still just highly recommending boosters. It says that boosters might be required on select itineraries, and so be aware of that. And then also, as far as boosters go, they are pointing out once again that the booster requirements can be changed without notice in any port. So they recommend you stay up to date with your vaccines and boosters and that you be aware of what's going on in the ports you're going to visit. And so that's everything for boosters. For testing, I thought it was really interesting that that section started off, it says, in accordance with CDC directives. So clearly they're following what the CDC is asking. I'm sure that we will hear that they have opted in, as I'm sure the other cruise lines will as well. It says, first of all, remember the docgo.com option that you've got to be tested in Fort Lauderdale, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. That is simply being extended through May 31st of 2022. So I love that option. If you missed my video about it, when you go to sign up for a test, you have to give like your address and zip code. And so if you are not from the United States, you simply put in the address and zip code for the port that you will be sailing out of. So that's really valuable information. The next thing to know about testing is that if you're vaccinated, you will be able to just do the test in the 2-day window like we've been accustomed to, like we've always done. That's not going to change. And the big difference is if you are going to be sailing and you are not vaccinated. So clearly Princess is not going to do that top level with the CDC ship requirements that make it so that everyone on the ship has to be vaccinated and boosted who are eligible. I like in a way that they're not doing that just simply from the standpoint is that it still allows them to make exceptions for people who cannot be vaccinated due to medical reasons or religious reasons. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to give those exemptions anymore because with that top level where masks and social distancing are still recommended, if you can imagine, but not required, that would not allow them to make any exemptions. So let me tell you what they're saying about passengers who are not vaccinated. First of all, you need to have a PCR test done within 3 days, and it has to be a PCR test, so within 3 days of embarkation, and then you're going to be tested again at embarkation and again at disembarkation. And like I said, this is all due to the CDC. The other thing you need to know is it says you're going to need to wear a face mask indoors and outdoors, except for when you're eating and drinking. So that is new with that. And then also, actually it's not new, that's how it was before. You're going to need to social distance, and when you go to a port, you are not going to be able to get off and just explore on your own or go on another tour. If you're going to get off the ship, it has to be in a Princess excursion. So just be aware of what these requirements are. And you know what, if any of you have sailed and have not been vaccinated, would you please go ahead and comment, did you have to wear a bracelet or anything like that? I would love to know. I've had that question and I can't figure it out. I called Princess one time, did the wait forever, and the rep did not know. Now, the other thing that I wanted to let you know is that during cruises that are a little bit longer, like a Panama Canal full transit, Hawaii, or a transatlantic right now, you are going to be tested 2 or 3 days into your voyage, it says. So also, if any of you are on one of those transatlantics and have a notice and you wouldn't mind sharing it with me, I would love to hear it. It's just letsgotraveltips@gmail.com if you would email it to me. I know I've had a few people comment that they did not get that notice and they are going to be on that cruise. And so I'm just wondering if they've missed something in their email or what. So I'd love to hear from you all. And then as far as the updates from the Ruby Princess go, I apologize, I had to grab my laptop here since I'm not home. I can't just print things out. So I wanted to let you know that Neil and his wife Sandy, who are our Let's Go family members, are on the Ruby Princess right now. And they boarded her, so he sent me this yesterday. So they boarded, it looks like on Thursday. Am I getting my days right? Anyway, they boarded. They said it was so smooth. Even with the extra testing that is required by San Francisco, they were able, from when they arrived at the port to when they got on the ship, was 30 minutes. And I think that is hats off to Princess for running that testing and having everything run that smoothly. He said that they are still providing those KN95 masks on the ship. And I love that he added that the weather was super warm, like 80 degrees in San Francisco, and they had a really smooth sailing overnight. He said that they are going back, though, to get within range of the Coast Guard helicopters because they have had a non-COVID medical emergency on board. So he said they turned around at about, he didn't tell me what time, but he said they turned around and were going at 22 knots as quick as they could to get back within range of those helicopters to get the person off the ship so they could transfer them into the hospital. And so surely their thoughts and prayers, he mentioned, are with that person and family. And I was thinking that we could keep them in our prayers as well, because that's just got to be so hard. He said otherwise they're having a really fun time. And I just love, he mentioned that Doug and the Let's Go family, they connected on our live last Monday, and they are going to meet this morning, Saturday, and just say hi and get to know each other. So I love that you guys are being Let's Go family members when you're on the ship, and I really think we're going to have some really friendships that are going to last forever out of this, and so that's really great. The other update we've got from the Emerald Princess is from John. He is the one that's been so kind on that Panama full transit to keep us up to date. Today they are arriving in Los Angeles, and he said it's been a fantastic cruise. The last couple of days they've had great sea days. They've had like lots of trivia and relaxing by the pool, lots of shows, lots of bingo, and line dancing he also mentioned. And so he just thoroughly loved the cruise. He said, "Thank you, Princess, for a great cruise," and they're going to be booking another one really soon. And so I just wanted to let you know those updates. The other thing that I wanted us to kind of just end with today is a lot to think about. And I want you to really think about where we are right now. I know that a lot of things on land are loosening up a little bit as far as masking goes. And I just want you to kind of, you know, sometimes people get upset about what the requirements are, whether you should wear a mask or you shouldn't wear a mask, whether you have to be vaccinated, whether you don't. And so just stand back and kind of look at where we are and think about like what you really want to do moving forward, and kind of make your decisions based on that. Whether or not I think I should have to wear a mask indoors, that's what's required. And so I've chosen that, and my husband, that we want to go on cruises, so we're going to do that. The same with testing. I think it is a little bit of a hassle, but it looks like it's going to be with us for a while, so I'm just going to get tested and go. And so, but if you don't want to, that's okay. Just look for another really fun thing to do with your vacation time that you will really enjoy. And so I just wanted you to think about that. Don't get upset about how things are. Just try to figure out the best way for you to handle them and navigate what you would like to do. And so I'd love to hear from you in the comments what you think about that and what cruises you're thinking of taking or what you're going to do moving forward. And so I just thank you all for being here with me. If you've got any questions, put those in the comments too. If you appreciate these updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up? I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye.